What's going on, y'all? Fort Worth Fabian. We are back with some creepy TikTok story reactions, man. Comment down below. Let me know y'all thoughts on these, and we're going to go ahead and hop right into the video, man. Be sure to check out my TikTok playlist as well.
This is why you should never sleep in your car. 2 years ago, a man was driving 2 hours home after a family reunion, and it started to get dark outside. The road he was driving on was dense with trees and bushes, and it looked like something out of a horror movie. About an hour into his drive, the man got really tired, and he decided to pull off the road into some bushes and sleep. About 30 minutes after the man fell asleep, he woke up to the sound of someone scratching his car window. He looked around for a bit, but the noise stopped. He then went back to bed. He again woke up an hour later to the same sound, and as he looked around, he caught a glimpse of something running away into the bushes. The man thought it would be a good idea to leave, so he started his car and drove around the near corner. As the man turned the corner, he saw another car parked in the bushes to the side of the road. And as the man slowed down to get a better look, he saw a man in his rearview mirror sprinting towards his car yelling curse words at him. He then stepped on the gas and drove away. Moral of the story, don't sleep in your car.
Noted.
This is why you should always take your
Appreciate
lockdown
you.
drills seriously. In 2017, two 16-year-olds were in their school bathroom when the lights suddenly went out and their school went into lockdown. Feeling rebellious, they decide, you know what, let's go explore the school a little bit first, and then we'll go follow procedure. They step out of the bathroom and look down the hall towards their classroom, and they see this large figure standing in front of their classrooms. It's definitely not a student, it's not a teacher. He's got ragged clothes on, and he starts walking towards them. They dart right back into the bathroom to the corner stall where they hide, praying.
The worst. Why do people always run into the worst places in these kind of stories? Into the bathroom, no exit. Into the corner stall, you just trapped in the corner. Nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, nowhere to hide.
That man didn't see them. The man bursts in and starts yanking open all the stalls. Not wanting to see what happens when he gets to their stall, they get on the ground and start crawling to the side of the room where they finally get up and make a run for the door. They look back and he's holding a gun. The boys manage to get away safely and no one's hurt, but the police never capture the ragged man.
I'm cool.
These are the most bone-chilling photos on the internet, part 3. This was just a normal picture of a wedding, until you look in the background, and you can see what appears to be a cult wearing hoods and robes. This is super disturbing, and I wonder what their intentions were for being at that wedding. Next is a photo of a man who was dressed as Santa, going door to door surprising kids. But they had no idea that this man would later kidnap them, and most likely killed them.
Any man going door to door as Santa, just solo, red flag. I mean, if we're not meeting Santa in the mall, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. That's the only place you should be encountering a Santa. In the mall, to where you can take pictures with him, whatever it is. Let your kids tell them, you know, whatever they want for Christmas. Or maybe outside of a Walmart when they're doing those little, you know, collecting donations. But if a dude just show up at the door, that's a no-go.
Because these two girls were never found. And the Santa Claus costume that the man is wearing is also very chilling. Finally is this photo. This photo looks photoshopped, but it's not. This couple has on what appears to be some sort of animal mask, posing for a picture. This photo just gives me chills looking at it, and there's just something about it that makes it very disturbing.
This guy.
This Aztec whistle is one of the scariest sounds you will ever hear. When odd skull-shaped grave items were found by archaeologists decades ago in an Aztec temple in Mexico, they were thought to be ornaments or toys and were cataloged and stored in warehouses. But years later, experts discovered that they were actually creepy death whistles that the Aztecs used in ceremonies, sacrifices, and in battle to strike fear within their enemies. And when these whistles were finally blown, they made piercing noises resembling the sound of a human howling in pain.
This true story is so simple and so creepy. On June 21st, 2009, a 16-year-old wakes up to an empty house around 11 a.m. He heads downstairs, grabs a snack, and goes to the basement and plans on watching TV for the next few hours until he meets his friend around 3. About 30 minutes later, his mom comes downstairs and asks him, "Where have you been all day?" Confused, he says, "I've only been up for like 30 minutes. And then he looks at his phone, and it's after 7 o'clock at night. There's dozens of missed calls and several text messages from his friend and his mom asking, "Where are you?" He tells his mom that none of this makes any sense, but what she tells him is even worse. She said that she was there all day and saw him go into the basement at 11, but after that, he was gone all day. So for one day in the summer of 2009, this kid didn't exist.
What?
This is the scary story about the new carpet.
Interesting.
There was a woman named Cindy who had to buy a new carpet. She was searching the internet all day for one until she found the perfect one on Facebook Marketplace. She then contacted the seller and he agreed to sell it to her. Cindy then got the address and drove to the seller's house.
Come on,
when
Cindy.
Cindy got there, the person was already waiting outside for her with the carpet rolled up. She then helped them carry the carpet to her car. Cindy noticed that the carpet was heavier than most carpets, but she just ignored it.
Somebody.
She then paid the man and drove home. When Cindy got home, she had a very hard time bringing the carpet into her house because it was so heavy. When she finally got it into her house, she unrolled it, and what she saw made her scream. There was a dead girl's body rolled up in the carpet. Cindy then called the police and told them everything. They then went to the person's house who sold it to her and arrested him. It turned out he murdered his own daughter and rolled her body in the carpet.
What good was it giving it to somebody else? What an idiot.
Scary true stories that will
Here's why you should never turn your Snapchat location on.
The ghost of
One
the dead
night,
girl.
A girl was home alone sitting in her bedroom watching TV when she got a notification on her phone. She opened her Snapchat to find a photo of Max, a strange lonely boy at school who had asked for her Snapchat a few days before. In the Snapchat, Max was grinning very creepily. The text read, "Are you alone?" She was about to block him when she received another chat from Max that said, "You live on Moorhead Lane, right?" As soon as she opened it, she heard a tapping on her window. It was Max. He was staring directly
That
at
boy
her
pulled
with
up
a
quick.
disturbing grin on his face. She screamed before shutting the blinds and calling the police. But when they arrived, they said there was no one on the property and he must have ran away. The girl was haunted by Max, but eventually she went to sleep. She woke up the next morning to find that she had received another Snapchat from Max. It was of her in her bed sleeping, taken 3 hours ago.
Oh, wow. That boy, an ultimate stalker. He said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm going to watch you sleep." Max pulled up quickly, too. That's why this whole location thing and people with their locations being shared randomly, I ain't a fan of none of that. None of that, man. Comment down below, let me know y'all's thoughts on this, man. That was creepy, scary TikToks that'll give you chills, man. Some of these stories are pretty far-fetched, pretty corny, to say the least. But, hey, comment down below, let me know y'all's thoughts on this, man. Subscribe to the channel, engage with the content. Be sure to check out my TikTok playlist. I'll link to that in the description as well as the comment section down below, man. Peace, love, prosperity. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.